Welcome back to Shem's Universe. So today, guys, we're going to go over how to use AstroNumerics to fix your life. So AstroNumerics, guys, just so you know, it's just a combination of astrology and numerology put together. But what you want to do is you want to utilize whatever you prefer when it comes to Eastern or Western numerology or astrology. So if you prefer like Eastern numerology, that means you like Chaldean over Pythagorean. If you like Eastern astrology, that means you like Vedic astrology or what they call sidereal over tropical astrology. So what it really comes down to is like what exactly suits you, and then what combination are you going to use. Like me personally, I like Eastern because it's the original. I feel like if you're going to make your own ideology off the original, you're just making stuff up, whereas the original is really what it is. But I can also understand why you would think you can make improvements to it as well. So like I said, I'm not trying to make a biased opinion. I just think the original is better. But the whole context to this video in particular is how to actually fix your life with AstroNumerics. The first way is just getting a reading through me. I can just give you the reading and done, either a consult or reading, and I'll tell you the different things in your life that you can fix, like relationships, family life, finance, how to orchestrate your year properly, when you're going to actually achieve wealth, how to achieve wealth. All these things are within your chart. People just don't realize it. It's all in front of you. It's all for free online too. That's the funnier part. But people don't really know where to look, and I guess that's where the skill set of a numerologist or astrologist comes in. So in this video, I want to break down how you can actually do these things without needing somebody like myself to actually walk you through it at all. Starting off, if I was to look for somebody's career, right, and I want to look at your what your ideal career is, you're coming to me and you're saying, how do I find a career with my chart? Here's my birthday, birth time, birth location, full name at birth, name I go by the most, all of it. Cool. The first thing I look at is, of course, your life path number. That's common sense. What's your life path number entail? Are you a 3, where you like you're creative? Are you an 8, where you should be in business? Are you a 6, maybe real estate, maybe music? Like, what exactly are you into first, for life path wise? What's your fate looking like? Next thing I look at is what's your special talents, and I'll find that in the birth number, and I'll find that in the name number. So if I'm looking at it from an Eastern perspective, I'll look at the name that you go by the most and then see what you naturally attract, see what careers are associated with that said number. If you're looking at the Western perspective, I'll look at your expression number, meaning your full name at birth. And then I would say, okay, well, this person has, let's say, a 14 over 5 as an expression number. Cool, so they're a good communicator and they can do different things like fact-based communication or speculative marketing. Interesting, cool. And I'd move on from there. I would then want to see that same type of reflection within your big 3 in your astrology. So I look at what your sun sign is, your moon sign, and your rising sign. The most important one I'm looking at when it comes to career would be your rising sign, because that's going to tell me how you ascend in life. And usually how you ascend in the times that we're in is via getting more money. You end up going up more in life. Obviously, spiritual understandings, wisdom, things like that come into play as well. But more than anything else is that you have to have the financial means to actually live the life that you want. So your rising sign is actually a very big key to that. And the next keys to it are the 3 houses that are associated with money, which is the second house. That tells you how to get good luck with money. Your 6th house with signs in there, that's going to tell you also about material transactions, how you can learn from that. It also delves into your health a bit. And then the 10th house, being the most important one, is your midheaven and then your career house. So it directly tells you like what type of career you're going to have. So all these things are for free and they're available to you guys. It's just a matter of you being able to put it together. I'm teaching you guys my formula how to do it. This is what I do when I give you the readings. I'm looking at these things, I'm analyzing them, and I'm comparing them and saying, okay, well, your 10th house is saying you should do business, your rising sign is saying you do well independently, and your life path number, maybe that's in 1 or an 8, so you should definitely be in business. So I'll say, okay, well, here's entrepreneurship, and then I'll look at your expression number or rising sign for what type of entrepreneurship you should essentially be doing. So that's, I guess, where it gets a bit tricky, because that's where a numerologist or astrologist can actually put these energies together and then see what works best for you. The next thing that I do to find out career or like what type of lifestyle you'll have is by doing a compare and contrast between the birth number and the life path number. In Chaldean numerology, we actually consider that extremely important. What your birth and life path number are. You a birth number 7, life path 7? Or are you a birth number 7, life path 8 like me? Are you a birth number 1, life path 11? All of these things actually insinuate different careers, different things with your love life. They all have a very interesting summary and narrative associated with them, and you can find it in my Chaldean numerology reading. I can actually give that to you guys now. So that's something else that you can actually look out for, is that I'll give you a full narrative on what you should be looking out for in all areas of your life, just simply by looking at your birth number and then life path number. And if you have like what they call in Chaldean an inimical combination with your birth and life path number, what they do is they'll actually fix that by saying, remedy it by going by a name that actually has resonance with both your birth and life path number, meaning they're compatible. And when you do that, you end up fixing your life. You find that you have better luck. You find that you start getting jobs easier. You find the right lover. You find all these things just start happening a lot faster for you because your name number is in the correct sequence in accordance with your birth and life path number. And you also want to look at your big three, sun, moon, and rising as well, and make sure that that name number is in right planetary alignment with them, and it's not going to cause any sort of discrepancy. So there's a bit of science behind it. I'm just teaching you guys the formula of it, even explaining it now via video. I can understand why you guys are just paying for the service instead of trying to do it yourself. But if financial means aren't there, this video is more so meant for you. And I want you actually to be able to like rewind this and go by what I'm saying step by step and start learning about it, right? And start actually comparing energies and seeing how they actually interplay together. And you can find all of this on Google or using AI, ChatGPT. They all have pretty precise answers to a certain extent, I would say. The next thing when it comes to, like, let's say you were looking at relationships, what I look at is looking at somebody's relationship compatibility. I'll look at birth numbers, life path numbers. I'll look at your soul number in Pythagorean to see what you really want deep down inside. And I'll look at your 7th house in your astrology to see what type of relationship you're meant to have. Are you supposed to have multiple partners? Are you supposed to find love early, then have a divorce? Your 7th house will tell me the whole narrative of your love life. And then I'll be able to tell you how to adapt to it with your 5th house as well, and also with your 3rd house, which has to do with mindset. So if you want to fix your mindset, you want to learn about how to deal with people in the proper way, look at your 3rd and your 11th house in astrology. If you want to learn about relationships, look at your 7th house. If you want to learn about money, look at your 2nd, 6th, and 10th house. And then also your expression or name number, life path, and birth. So it sounds like a lot, but realistically, guys, it's actually not. You can actually do all of this for free online in a very short period of time. But this is how AstroNumerics sort of works, is you start looking at these two different languages that are speaking to you. It's like English and Spanish, or English and French. And you start realizing that astrology is like English, numerology is like French, or vice versa, whatever you want to say. And they're communicating the same sort of things to you via ones through symbolism and other ones through numbers. But once you start seeing that cohesion between the two, the confluence, you'll start to realize that, okay, the universe is actually trying to tell me something here. So here's how I fix my relationships, by following my 7th house. Here's how I fix my money, by following the guide in my 2nd and 10th house. Here's how I fix my overall luck, by adjusting my name number to be in cohesion with my birth and life path number. And if I want to just see my future, I can look at either my transit, or I can look at my birth and life path number and see what the summary of that is. What does that actually entail for me? Am I supposed to be somebody who's supposed to struggle in life, do a lot of charity? Am I supposed to be independent? Am I supposed to be codependent? For how long? All these things are available to you online or through me, just simply by looking at like birth and life path number, and then you can see your overall sort of life summary in that sense. All right, so the whole gist of this video is to say AstroNumerics can actually fix every part of your life if you know where to look. If you guys have any questions regarding this, just leave in the comment section for me. It's more of a serious video today, guys, because I actually want you guys to be able to do this even after I retire, which will be in a couple years from now. The next dog year, I guess I would say, I'm going to probably retire from this completely. So I have a few more years left, and I'm just going to call it that. I'm going to do a few thousand more videos on how to actually utilize this energy in the proper way, get into more advanced knowledge as well, like palmistry, tarots. I want to get into human design as well, because I know a lot about that. I've mastered it now. So I want to definitely give you guys a lot of information regarding that, so you can actually put this in with the knowledge you already know with AstroNumerics, and you can take control of your life completely. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you have any questions, like I said before, leave in the comment section. Aside from that, guys, like, subscribe. All the best for today, guys. Peace.